Hey, what's going on, guys? James here. Today I'm going to be doing a short review on an awesome plugin called Dehancer Pro for Adobe Premiere Pro. Now, they do make the same plugin available for DaVinci Resolve and Final Cut Pro, but my NLE of choice is Adobe Premiere Pro. Now, full transparency, Dehancer reached out to me and asked if I would be interested in trying out this plugin. Of course, I jumped at the chance to do it because I have used a lot of film emulation plugins before on a lot of previous projects, so I thought this would be a really good opportunity to try out something new. And I remember seeing a video that Brandon Lee put out, and I absolutely loved a lot of the colors and halation and stuff that he got out of this plugin with one of his videos, so of course I really wanted to try it out. Now, they're not paying me to do this review video. They're not paying me at all. All of the opinions on this are going to be mine and mine alone. And at the end of the video, I am going to tell you some pros and cons, in my own personal opinion, that I found in the plugin. I've seen a ton of review videos for this plugin on YouTube, and it seems like the majority of them are just people going out shooting random clips and just putting it all together for the sake of creating a review video. I didn't want to do that. I want to use actual footage from a lot of my commercial projects, music videos, weddings, stuff like that, so you can see the wide gamut of uses for this plugin. I also want to preface this by saying I am by no means a professional colorist. I just enjoy being able to change the entire look of a scene just by manipulating the colors within the scene. Now, Dehancer Pro isn't just film grain. There are a ton of different options to tweak the colors to get the exact look that your project needs. There's also the option to add halation and bloom, which adds a nice soft glow around light sources, similar to that of a black Pro Mist filter. Now, Dehancer Pro took me a little bit of time to get adjusted to all the different settings and options that are available within the plugin, but it isn't hard to dial in a great look pretty quickly. Now, all of the clips in these examples that you're about to see were shot on the Canon C70 using various lenses. The talking head stuff that I'm shooting right now is actually on the Canon R6. Now, all of the examples were either shot in C-Log 2 or C-Log 3 Cinema Gamut. And right now I'm shooting on my R6 and C-Log 3 BT709. Of course, with any plugin, there's going to be some pros and there's going to be some cons. Some of the pros that I found about this plugin is you're going to get a great filmic look out of your footage. Nothing's going to be super sharp or digital. It's going to look and emulate the look of film stocks. Another pro is you can add halation or blooming, which looks really, really nice around direct light sources, practical lights in the scene, etc. But it's also nice if you tend to shoot with a black Pro Mist filter and maybe you were out on a shoot and you forgot your filter that day, Well, it's easy enough to go in and just kind of add those little details back in with the plugin. Or if you really like the look of it, but you don't own a black Pro Mist filter, this is another good option to be able to add stuff back in post. Now, I think one of the biggest pros of Dehancer Pro is the fact that it's a lot of fun to use. This plugin can do so many cool things and manipulate your footage in so many different ways. It's just a lot of fun to play around with. Now for the cons. It does take a little bit of learning to get exactly what you want. I started by selecting my camera from the input and then just start messing around with a lot of the sliders, just so I can figure out what each thing does. Now you can download the manual. You can get a PDF directly from Dehancer's website. However, I just like to jump right in and just kind of start playing with it to see what it can do. Just to see how easy it is for somebody who's never used it before to just dive right in. Another con that I've found is that playback seems to be a little choppy and export times are a lot longer than what they would be without the plugin. Now, I am editing everything on a 2021 MacBook Pro with M1 Max, 64 gigs of RAM. I don't usually have any issues with playback on any types of footage, but this one started to get a little choppy once I started adding a lot of the heavier stuff in the plugin. I know that you can switch over to hardware acceleration when exporting, but I typically don't do that. But if you are looking for a faster way to export with this, I would go that route. Another cool thing about Dehancer is that they offer an app on the iOS platform. I downloaded it. I'm shooting on an iPhone 13 Pro Max, and it's a lot of fun to edit photos on. You can do photos and videos on this app. I've been editing a lot of photos with it, just kind of messing around with it, and I think it's really cool. It's super easy to use. I honestly think that it's easier to navigate the app than it is the plugin, but it's good to have this if you want to emulate the old style film stocks. If you like shooting on film, it's kind of expensive to get film developed, so I would just shoot some stuff on your phone, edit it up on the app, and you get some great results. If you enjoy the look of film emulation on your photo or video projects, Dehancer is offering a 10% discount right now. I'll provide the code down below. Now, if you have any questions about the app on your phone or the plugin for Adobe Premiere Pro, please leave a comment below and I'll be happy to answer those for you. Thanks.